Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Thank you all for joining me for News 5 Now at 8:05. I'm Shimani Baker. We are off to a warm but foggy start to our Tuesday. Make sure you are packing your patience this morning out on the roadways because, once again, very foggy. We just saw a pretty bad accident on the Bayway. So if you're coming into Mobile from Baldwin County, you may want to take the causeway. Just make sure, again, that you are driving carefully and watching out for the folks in front of you. It's going to be hard to see, especially if you're coming across the bay. So that's something that has happened early this morning. We've already seen a number of crashes. So just be careful out there. On the bright side, it is warmer. I know last week I was telling you guys I am over the cold weather. I'm sure a lot of you are as well. And so those days have ended. At least for now. It's a little bit warmer, so you don't have to worry about getting those thick coats out today. We are keeping an eye on a number of stories for you. I will say I wasn't here yesterday, and so we haven't been able to get caught up on all things Super Bowl. If you're watching us live, what did you think about the game? The Seahawks obviously won. What did you think about the halftime performance? And what did you think about the commercials? I'll tell you what. Personally, the game was boring. I hate to say it, guys. I really do. Congratulations to the Seahawks. Even congratulations to the Patriots for making it to the Super Bowl. But I was bored. If you feel a different way, make sure you comment down below. I feel like I'm not the only one who felt that way about the game. It just wasn't that interesting to me. But I also don't know a lot about football, so there's that. We have so much more going on in News 5 now, so stick with us. Let's get started.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
We are off to our big stories this morning. Number 5, speaking of sports, American skier Lindsey Vonn shared on her social media page that she suffered a complex leg fracture after falling during Sunday's Olympic downhill event. Vonn says she will need several surgeries. She's still hospitalized in Italy. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Lindsay. Number 4, last night, more than 100 people turned out to the Stockton Civic Club to share what they know about the project to build a solar farm near Stockton in North Baldwin County. And they are coming up with a plan to fight it. Earlier this week, Baldwin County Commissioner Jeb Ball told News 5 that as far as he knows, no permits or site plans for the proposed farm have been submitted. Now, News 5's Debbie Williams did a story on this. She actually spoke to the CEO of that company. It's called Silicon Farms. And they have said that they're going to do what they can to work with residents. I believe they're going to start hosting community events. They haven't set any dates yet, but they do want to hear from you all. So once those dates come out, we will for sure make sure that we are posting them online so that you all can attend this meeting and let your voices be heard. I know a lot of people are upset about this new solar farm coming to North Baldwin County. So that will be your chance to let the folks know who are over the company how you feel about it. Number 3, a pilot made an amazing emergency landing on a street in Gainesville, Georgia yesterday. The pilot had just taken off when his engine failed. He tried to glide back to the airport, but had to put the plane down on busy Peel Nix Parkway, hitting 3 vehicles. Now, thankfully, there were no major injuries. Number 2, state corrections officers in Florida could be getting a raise. Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins announced Monday morning at a press conference in Milton that the hourly rate for corrections personnel could increase from $22.50 an hour to $28 an hour. Now, this proposed increase comes from Governor Ron DeSantis' recommended budget of more than $373 million for support staff statewide. And number 1 this morning, Mobile police are looking for a man accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of items, including steak. The man you see in this video has reportedly helped himself several times over the past few weeks at the Aldi store on Government Street. He allegedly stole around $2,100 worth of meat and other items. Police say if you know who he is, give them a call. Now, I see a comment in the live chat that says terrible traffic jam on the Bayway. Been stuck in traffic since 6:45 a.m. Logan, thank you for joining us. I mentioned that in the beginning of this live stream that there was a bad accident on the Bayway. We know one person has been taken away in the ambulance. I was reminding folks that it is foggy out there. You guys have to be careful on the roads. Make sure you are paying extra attention this morning because, again, traffic jams, you've got accidents, people not paying attention on their phones, doing whatever, and it's causing a backup for a lot of folks who are trying to get to work. Let me pull up our traffic anchor Simone's Facebook page and see if she has posted anything about it. I know she's been working on it all morning. This is what it looks like, folks. Let me try to pull it up for you here. Right here. This was about an hour ago. She says, traffic alert. A wreck on the Bayway's eastbound lanes has caused a complete road closure. Drivers going towards Daphne are at a halt. So earlier I said it was coming into Mobile. It's actually coming out of Mobile going towards Daphne. As of now, the best option is to take the causeway. Please leave the house early and take it slow with the fog. Y'all, look at this fog right here. This is serious. You have to pay attention. This is another picture of what it looked like. You see a truck there and a dump truck kind of collided right there on the bridge. This was about 10 minutes ago. All eastbound lanes remain closed until they can clean up this scene. As I've said, Simone told us earlier that one person was taken away in the ambulance. I hope everybody is okay, but please be careful out there on the roads. Marcus says, same here, been stuck on the Bayways for almost an hour. He's right in the middle of it. Y'all be careful headed to work, please. We will keep you all updated on this accident as more information becomes available. But again, you know, if you're out there, it's foggy and it's causing a lot of traffic jams, a lot of accidents. So drive slow. Make sure you're paying extra attention. Let's move things over to our question of the day. Today it is, what's your unique hobby? I don't know if it's unique, but about a year ago, I got into playing pickleball. Love pickleball now. Not great at tennis, so I had to find an alternative, and pickleball seems to be a hit. So there you have it. I've enjoyed it. Long distance running, surprisingly. I used to hate running, but I go to the gym at least 3 days a week now, and I've started running in intervals, and it has helped me become a better long distance runner. So 3 miles now is like piece of cake. Piece of cake. For now, that could change. What are your unique hobbies? Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Brian says racing toy cars. Okay. Charlotte says speaking my mind and making Facebook people mad. Okay, Charlotte girl. Leslie says, figuring out what kind of woodworking projects I can make on my kitchen table with only hand tools. All right. Now that's different. I like that a lot. Lauren says, my unique job is sound bath. We have being a Star Wars cosplayer. Okay. Cloning and harvesting the Lord's lettuce to make giggle sticks. You guys come up with some very interesting ways to say certain things. That is funny. Andy says watercolor painting. I like that. YouTube DIY University. We have somebody who likes to knit and crochet. This is really nice. Look at these, y'all. Super cute. Vicky says she has made blankets, slippers, scarves so far. I'm also a watercolor artist. I like it. Robbie says watching and collecting classic movies on VHS and DVD. VHS? Do you still, I didn't know VHS was still around. I know that probably sounds so immature of me, but I have not seen a VHS in so long, y'all. Suzanne says making jewelry trees. I like it. Harris says I get about 20 at a time on the ground and at 6 feeders. So watching birds is Harris's unique hobby. Christina says motorcycle coaching. Tony says building model ships and race cars. You guys are pretty cool. Bentley says classical violin. All right. Catherine says she started making candles. because she realized she was bored and possessed all the ingredients. There you have it. Ben says staying sober. Good for you, Ben. We love that. Uranium glass collecting. I like that one. What else do we have? Brewing beer. Okay. Yachting. Somebody else says, I run hounds, raise my own, train my own, and love them like my own kids. It's an expensive hobby, but wouldn't trade it for nothing. Let's move things over to our poll of the day. Today it is, who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Obviously, this one is kind of old. The Seahawks won, as we now know. And congratulations to them. Congratulations to Devin Witherspoon from Pensacola. He went to Pine Forest High School, I believe, and he is on the Seahawks. Also, we have a guy from Saraland High School, and I don't want to butcher his name, but he's also on the Seahawks, so congratulations to our hometown heroes. All right, folks, that pretty much wraps it up for News 5 Now. Today, we have our Facebook page right there. If you haven't already, head there and make sure you chime in on those questions and polls of the day. Thank y'all so much for joining me for News 5 Now at 8:05. Stay safe out there. Don't forget, it is foggy. Yes, there is a backup on the Bayway. You may want to take the Causeway. Make sure you are following us for all the up-to-date information on that crash and when things get cleared up. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Be blessed, stay safe, and try to stay warm. I guess it is warm now, so stay cool. Whatever. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.